Good morning. Good morning. Do you want to go for a walk? I just spent so long in the shower because I had to defrost my butt cheeks and thighs. It was so cold this morning out yonder. I often wear just like bike shorts and a puffer jacket, but hooey, freezing. So hello, I'm Georgia. I'm 32, I live in Sydney with my partner and dog, and I work a salaried job 4 days a week, like a regular 9 to 5, and then I keep the 5th day for content because I make like DIY op shopping content over on Instagram and TikTok. So I keep a day to do that. And then over on here, I just do like a bit of that, but also just vibing, you know, vlogs and whatnot. But today it is a work day and I just thought we could hang out. So I often am working just straight from home. We used to have an office in Sydney, but it closed recently because my organisation is national and the head office changed cities. So often I just work from the library or from home, but we also have some corporate partners whose offices we use sometimes. So today I have a meeting with one of those partners at 11 in the city, and then we're going to go to one of the other partners' offices just to work. They like let us use their boardrooms and stuff sometimes. A bit bummed I didn't get to go to the gym this morning. My boyfriend Jai just got a new job. He's a producer and he had his first shoot today. So he was up early and he'll be home late. I'm on Billy duty basically. And I was gonna take her just for a little half an hour walk so I could go to the gym for half an hour, but she was having so much fun. And I also met these really cute kelpies. So we did that. Actually, she was being a bit of a bitch. She kept on trying to like eat mysterious things and pull on the lead when we were walking. Ooh. We had an attempted robbery. I mean, she's a barker anyway, but we had an attempted robbery the other week and I feel like she's been extra like barky because she's the one who like alerted me to it. Just barks sometimes in the middle of the night, and if she doesn't stop I have to take her downstairs to be like, it was a leaf blowing, see? But this time I went downstairs and there was a person. So yeah, I feel like she's like extra barky, or I'm like also like taking it more seriously. Anyway, I know that sounds hectic. I'm not gonna go into too many details about it, but just, yeah, it was a bit scary. It was just a big shock, and of course Jai was away. So it was just me and Big Bill. Big beautiful Bill. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting ready. It's like 8:20. I'd like to be, I mean, technically I'm kind of chill till like 10 when I've got to leave, but I'd like to jump on my computer at 9 and do some bits. So I'll see you in a minute. So keen for a coffee, but kind of can't be bothered making one because I know I'm going into the city where I'm gonna buy one. Also, some of these like fancy schmancy corporate offices, someone will knock on the door in the room you're in and say, hi, can I take your coffee order? Blew my mind the first time. Or they have like iPads in the rooms where you can just order coffees. You gonna go outside? So I'm gonna hold off on coffee for now. So I bought a Oura ring and a Withings watch off Facebook Marketplace recently. I got the Oura ring a bit over a month ago and the Withings watch a couple of weeks after that. I got this for $500 and this for $75. It's the like first version from years ago, and then I bought this strap. And I had wanted the Oura ring or an Ultra Human ring for years, and I think I actually prefer the watch for a few reasons. This isn't as, I thought it would just look like a stunning, beautiful ring, but I'm like, I can see that it's like a very yellow gold, it's very thick, there's kind of this like plastic inner, I feel like it's very noticeable. Whereas this, to me, one of my friends just complimented me on my watch, not realizing it was a smartwatch. So I just feel like it's less imposing. Also, like when you're doing weights, it's not terrible. Like if you're a ring person and you've been really interested, you know, I don't think they're terrible, but I find this kind of noticeable, and I sleep with this on and don't notice it. So the Oura provides a lot more data. You do have to pay for the app, which is annoying. It provides a lot more data, so I thought the Withings watch would be a bit of a downgrade because it's not as in-depth. But as I've been using it over the past sort of month, 6 weeks, particularly the Oura ring, I'm like, I open my phone and I see all this information like your stress levels, your recovery level, blah, blah, blah. But what am I, like realistically in my life, what am I actually going to do to change those numbers? And if I feel fine and it's telling me, you didn't recover well last night, it's just not that useful in my day-to-day life. So what I've pinned down is the things that she has a conniption when I'm like on the phone to someone because she's like, give me attention, not them. Stop being naughty. Fuck, you're so cute though. If I really think about it, the things that I actually want to track from a smart tracker, firstly, I wanted one that didn't have a screen and that looked aesthetic. I didn't want a computer on my arm. So that's why I've been looking at these sorts of products. But all I really want to track is accurate steps, my heart rate when I'm doing exercise, just to know like what sort of heart rate zones I'm getting into and what time I go to sleep. Because they'll tell you how much REM, deep light sleep you have, but you can't control your phases of sleep. The only recommendation is like, make sure you go to bed earlier and go to bed at a regular time, and then you're more likely to get more deep and REM sleep. And I'm like, okay, well, so I don't need all that other stuff about my sleep because just knowing it maybe for more like fitness enthused people, health enthused people, it could be useful. But for me, I just want data that can actually impact my behavior. And I think that the Oura ring is at least with where I'm at the moment, not what I'm needing. So also it'd obviously be nice to sell it and get $500 back, or like 400 or whatever I sell it for. So that's that. Let's go upstairs and get on the computer. So before I forget, I've got to do my habit tracking. I use this app called Habit, and basically you can put as many habits as you want. I have 8 daily habits that I'm trying to track at the moment. 8. No phone until I've left the house, so I can tick that off. Then I didn't do exercise. She's such a drama queen. Smile at a stranger. That's been one of my habits that I'm trying to consciously do. I met a lovely man at the dog park and we had a little chat and I had a smile. And then the evening ones for yesterday, I did read before bed, I took my supplements, I had no alcohol, I did breath work. So yesterday was 7 out of 8, which is good. And then yeah, today, maybe I'll get to exercise and I'll just try and make sure I do my breath work, don't drink, take my supplements, read. I'm doing like a challenge of, for 8 weeks, I'm trying to do 80% of my, like have an 80% success rate of my habits. I did drink like the whole first week of July, so I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna be able to hit this goal because it was my birthday. But I did all the calculations the other day and I'm on track. I've just got to like rein it in. Got to make sure I'm reading more. Okay. Billy, you've already been out. Look at this. What do you want? Totally your call. You tell me what's appropriate. Okay, bye. Cool. That was my boss. She actually doesn't need me to come to the 11 a.m. meeting, so I've just got to be in the city at 12. I just asked ChatGPT why my dog barks when I'm talking to a camera. Apparently I'm not meant to reinforce the behavior, which makes sense, but like, what do you do when she's scratching at you and you're on your phone? Ooh, a settle command. Bed. Good girl. Oh my gosh, what a good girl. Oh my gosh, it's still so cold. What is... Okay, well I am gonna make a coffee because I don't have to go into the city for a while. That's good. I got a couple of little chores done while my coffee's brewing, but I've heard my email ding ding a couple of times, so I better get back on the computer. And then what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just feeling a bit like all over the shop, a bit disorganized, not really sure what to prioritize. And I use an app called Todoist to plan all my to-dos, like not just for work, but content and personal. And so I think I just need to like go through my Todoist and kind of plan my day and like next 2 weeks out. Just like have another look at the calendar. I'm a big calendar person, but it's because like I'm a mess without it. So, wow, that's not as much coffee as I thought it would be because I used this little mini one. I thought the big one would be too big. Oh well. Just a sleepy bear today. The house feels very disorganized as well. Like, we're not really neat freaks, but we're definitely not slobs either. And I'm just feeling like, I've got this feeling like I've got too much stuff. I want to do a big declutter, but I also know that when I start declutters, often it just like, you know, you get halfway and then get distracted and then it's kind of worse than when you began. So I don't know, I might like take a couple of days off work just to tackle my wardrobe next month because I'd really like to go through it all, rearrange the interior so that it like, I store my things better and put a bunch of stuff on Depop. Yeah, let's go check the emails and plan the next few weeks. I am absolutely loving myself sick because I just, you know, those tasks that should be really easy and you just can't figure it out. I was trying to connect an account to this other software that we have and it just like permissions and like just wouldn't show up and blah, blah, blah. And I tried to do it the other day and just gave up because it was doing my head in. I just did it and thank God that's done. So we're gonna head into the city. What do you guys think about mixed metals? Personally, I love mixed metals, but I know some people are like a bit staunch. Also, we're going to a wedding in India in a few months. Jai, my partner, is half Indian and his mum gave me some jewelry to wear to the wedding and I'm so excited. There's nothing like a bit of Indian glam. It's the opposite of Australian style where like you're meant to be like chill and like, you know, not OTT. It's like fucking go hard on the fit, which I'm a bit nervous about because we're flying there. So only have so much luggage allowance, but I'm gonna have a lot of beads and sequins. Now, I've been trying to find my signature scent and my cousin took me to Mecca the other day and I thought we spent so long there. He's really good with scents and stuff. They knew him by name because he buys so many candles. And I bought this DS and Durga, yeah, cowgirl grass, I think it's called. I just smelt it at the end and was like, yeah, I think that's the one. I think I was also a bit fed up, but I was like, no, I think that's right. I like the smell of shampoo, like when you've just like washed your hair and it just smells clean. I'm not really into like gourmand, vanilla, foodie fragrances. A bit of smoky woodiness I like for the evening, but I was looking for just like a daytime scent. So I got this DS and Durga. She gave me some samples. And she was like, use the sample first before you open the box. So if you don't like it, you can come back and exchange it. And I'd also smelt this other one that my cousin had put on me and I'd been like, nah, it's the Lazy Sunday Morning by Replica Maison Margiela. He'd put it on me and I was like, but I was also like quite overwhelmed by all the smells. And I'd been walking around for a bit and then just kept on smelling my wrist. And I was like, I think I do actually like that one. So she gave me a sample of that one. And I'm glad because I think I like this one much better. That DS and Durga one, after it settled on my skin, it smelt a bit nana. So I'm becoming a perfume girly, but holy smokes, are they expensive. This one was $300, the one I bought. The one I'm going to change it to, I think, is like $240. And that's what I imagine being like expensive, fancy, it's my birthday, high-end scents. And then when I was there looking at other ones to exchange for, I'd like smell something and be like, oh yeah, maybe this one. Turn it upside down, $430 for like the 50 ml. And then I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's an expensive brand. Tom Ford, I smelt it, not for me, luckily, because then I turned it upside down, $515 for the small bottle. And I was like, how much is the big one? And the 100 ml is $800 and something dollars. What? Crazy. So I'm glad I didn't like it. Not that I ever would have spent that. Okay, I'm not gonna iron my pants. Shall I give you a fit check? So the Uggs will change to boots. t-shirt and vest, these Everlane pants that unfortunately they do kind of need ironing. They get a bit chunky in the pocket. I might grab a scarf. It's quite sunny outside now, but the air was so cold this morning. My mother-in-law also gave me this bag that she was clearing out because she was like, it's too big for me, but it fits my big mama laptop perfectly, which is great. And it's from Elk. All right, I'm gonna go get the bus into the city. Thank God I didn't actually have to go in early this morning, because that is the one thing I like, kind of going into the city every now and then to be like, oh, I'm a girl in the world. What? You know, just like something different. I don't know, young professional energy. However, when I go in at peak hour, the buses, by the time it gets to my stop, it's already full. So it's just, you just feel there's just people everywhere, and it's just unpleasant. Not my favorite part of being in a society. I'm home. Yeah, Santa Bill. We're home. It is 6:24, so I'm gonna get some comfy clothes on, something a bit warm, and take Billy around the park for a bit, and then I'll come home and start on dinner. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm making a beetroot risotto, but with barley, not arborio rice. Hey, come on. And I got goat's cheese. I want to recommend this app that I've recently discovered called Clove. People have told me there are similar ones. I don't know, I really like the UX of this one. But, sorry, there's beetroot on my phone, but there's all these recipes that people upload, like food creators, but you can easily just link your own or add your own if you have one. And then you plan your meals, and then it turns it into a grocery list that you can share with someone else. I've been enjoying that because I've been finding new recipes, really good ones actually. Jai should be home soon. He had basketball, so what's the time? Yeah, he should be home in the next sort of 20 minutes probably, but I do need him to get veggie stock because we're out and I need it for this. And then I'm buying a belt off Facebook Marketplace, so I'm gonna have to pop out after dinner or before dinner. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I wonder if I should push it till tomorrow because the policeman wants to come and get a statement, but like they don't really give a specific time. He was actually meant to come yesterday, but they don't give a time because he's like, it just depends like what emergencies are on, or like when we're near your house, I'll just give you a call. So, which is fair enough, but I'm like, I'll just go. The marketplace thing isn't too far away. So that's me. Billy was a bit of a menace on our walk, but what's new? I mean, she has been cooped up for the past few hours. Speak of the devil, off two of my good friends, they're a couple, often puppy sit her, and they were running together. Billy realized and just like went absolutely bananas. For your aunties, didn't you? Didn't you go and send your aunties? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be encouraging this. And she also met a 7-month-old Australian Shepherd, didn't you? Got to get some of this beetroot off. A bit's already come off. It's that classic thing of like, you cook something with beetroot and then you're like, have I cut myself? Or like when you're evacuating the next day, you know what I mean? And you're like, holy shit. And then you remember that you had a beetroot salad. Okay, no word from the police, and the Facebook Marketplace lady said I can pick it up tomorrow. She's just going to leave it in her letterbox. So that's good because it was like getting close to 9 by the time I'd finished dinner and I'm cold and don't want to go. It's now, oh, it's only 9:30. I thought it was like 10. We watched an episode of Fargo, which I thought they were really long. But this is a good thing because I want to read. The risotto was pretty good. It wasn't amazing. What did you think of the risotto, Jai?
Yeah.
I did like the barley. I liked that it was a bit like chewier than an arborio rice. All right, I'm going to wash my face and get ready for bed. It's like not even 10 yet, so I feel like this isn't quite representative of a normal day in my life because I feel like we go to bed a bit later. But I'm glad because I booked into the 7 a.m. Pilates class and I have to go to bed soon. So I got my little journal. I'm going to read my book and do my breathing exercises and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thank you for spending the day with me. I will see you next time.